Talk Stroke. I am your host and also stroke survivor, Jerry Wall. And for those of you that are new here, um, I started doing the show to bring awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, brain injury. And we also need to know about mental health, which is a big part of brain injury. Also, this morning, Juan Torres. Um, and he's going to update us on what he's been going through. And it's been, I think, 4 months that he was on the show last time. So, anyway, please subscribe also to my YouTube channel, which is Let's Talk Stroke. So, sit back and let's all welcome Juan. All righty, let's see if we can bring Juan on right now. There you are. Can you see?
I can't see you guys. I can't even see you, but I mean, if you can see me, I guess that's cool, right?
Yeah, exactly. So good to see you.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
afraid to.
what's that?
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Oh, no,
sorry.
no. I keep hearing or seeing this thing going across the screen saying the screen disconnected, but it's not. I can still see it on my phone that it is live. So, how you doing? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been it's been an interesting ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's been
absolutely.
yeah, but like, but I'm here, right? I'm back in Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
happy. I'm happy to be back. I got to. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but I'm glad I was able to, you know, see my son before he left, and we working things out. Things are getting a lot better between us. Since the
Yeah,
last time we talked.
I'm so happy about that because when we first met, you were at your sister's in Florida.
Yeah, I was in Florida, man. When we first did the first show, um, I just went to Florida. I wasn't happy to be there because I really wanted to be in Pennsylvania with my son. But
Absolutely.
nobody would take me in, so I kind of had no choice but to go to Florida. And man, I was kind of like iffy about going, and man, it just didn't turn out good. You know what I'm saying? It turned out
Yeah,
to be like things got worse. You know, so.
absolutely. Yeah, and you stayed there. I mean, you hung in there for quite some time.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, man, what happened was nobody would take care of me over here, so I went down there, and my sister promised me, like, man, she promised, she was like, come out to Florida. I'll make sure that I take care of you. I help you get better. I help you walk again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then she
absolutely.
said the weather is so nice out here. What we'll do is we'll we'll go ahead and go outside every day. I'll push your wheelchair. I'll take you outside. The weather is perfect for this. And then, I didn't really pay attention to all that, but I was like, she's all I've got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I
absolutely.
went, and I'm thinking, I'll be better. I thought to myself, well, when I went down there, I was still feeling um, I only had months to live. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So I
right.
felt like, so I didn't want to go down there, but like, cause I thought, man, I need to be home with my son because if I'm gonna die soon, I want to at least be close to him.
Yeah.
Man, it
And
feels weird talking into a screen but not seeing you, but I'm gonna get through this, I promise.
yeah, what a difference.
Yeah, yeah. So then I went anyways, and the first week was good. You know what I'm saying? I went.
Yeah.
She was taking me outside. She was stretching me my leg. Helping me out, helping stay stretched. And all that. And then
Wow.
after the first, oh yeah, and I didn't start getting therapy till like about 2 or 3, no, about 3 weeks later. I started getting therapy, right?
Yeah.
And after the first or second week, she got tired of helping me stretch out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She pretty much, I said, she stopped doing it. And I said, her name is Luisa. I call her Luisa. I said, Luisa, I know I'm getting therapy now, you know what I'm saying? But could you just help me stretch out because therapy is only twice a week? And because you promised me that you were going to help me. She said that she wasn't going to help me, that therapy is good enough, those 2 days. And I'm
Wow.
like, 2 days a week's not enough for me to get better. Now, mind you, at that time, I was still in a wheelchair. So I think at that point, I was trying to take a few steps, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't
Right.
enough for me to like do it all on my own. So she stopped helping me and we started having problems.
Right.
So next thing you know, things got worse. I started noticing that they were smoking weed and other types of drugs, right?
Right.
And not only were they, now mind you, some people will be like, "Oh, what's wrong with weed?" Well, if you smoke weed, then there might be nothing wrong with weed with you. But if I don't use drugs and I don't use weed, then there's gonna be a big problem for me. You know what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
that smoke is unbearable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then not only that, they were using other types of drugs in the house. And they had, let me tell you something, Jerry. They had like 10 people living there. Okay. And it's a small Florida home. I mean, I'm not even kidding you. There were so many people living there that they had a tent. They set up a tent in the kitchen.
Right.
So
Oh,
one of the
wow.
guys could live in this tent in the kitchen. Now, mind you, normally I would be grateful that somebody took me in, you know what I'm saying? But
Sure.
the situation there was so bad that she was better off just leaving me in Pennsylvania and letting me go into a nursing home like I am now, you know what I'm saying? It was
Exactly.
terrible. So I
Wow.
think she tried to help me out at first with good intentions,
Right.
but you and I both know that it ain't easy to be a caretaker. It's not.
No, no. Right.
So those that are caretakers, I give you credit, I give you props, you know what I'm saying? But it's not
Absolutely.
easy being a caretaker, especially in the early stages of a stroke. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
Because now, man, now listen, these people, they don't even, I'm easy to them, you know what I'm saying? Because all I
Right.
do is just, whenever I need something, I just go get it myself, you know what I'm
Nice.
saying?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
for the most part, they don't even need to help me. So it's easy now, you know what I'm saying? But in the beginning, it wasn't easy.
No. Yeah.
So so at first it was hard. It got real hard for her. So she started being angry with me. They would leave me in the room all day.
Right.
There's videos. Some of y'all were my friends then. Y'all know what I went through while I was
Yeah.
down there. It got
Absolutely.
to the point. Come to find out, her husband was what's that word I'm looking for? He's got like problems with his he takes pills because if he doesn't take pills, he starts acting crazy. I forget the name of that.
Wow.
But he
Yeah.
starts acting like, man, I forget the name, but it's schizophrenic or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. I was going to read a couple of the comments here. Um, Deborah saying, "Howdy, friends. Juan, you are looking great." And Mike, oh, Mike Peters, joking around says, "Well, you're handsome. Me, not me." He says. But yeah, there's addicted. Stephen Albright says addicted. Is that what you were trying to say? Addicted? Oh,
Schizophrenic,
yeah,
schizophrenic,
that's it.
a schizo. I don't mean to say it like
I
that,
know.
but you know what I mean. That.
I know that's hard to say. I trust me. I butcher
Yeah,
it
yo.
all
Ever since my stroke, there's some words I cannot pronounce for nothing.
up. I
Yeah.
understand. But wow, and Jimmy Blair, Jimmy Blair says, "Hey,
Who?
ma'am." Jimmy Blair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
I know you're right.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, no. Gail saying it takes time, courage, and faith.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you,
Yeah.
I mean, I remember here looking at the videos live when you were in Florida. I mean, it was crazy. And I look now, looking at you motivating everybody with the with your videos and progress. Crazy,
Yo,
man.
let me tell you something, Jim. I mean, Jerry. Let me tell you something, Jerry. You
Yeah,
were part of that story. Let me tell you. So I went. It was getting bad between me and my sister and her boyfriend, right?
right,
It's funny because her boyfriend or her husband at first was on my side, because my sister kept getting mad at me about everything. And then it got to the point where they started mocking me, calling
yeah,
me you handicap. And yo, if you want to get now, I'm gonna try to keep it without saying cuss words. They used to be like, but they were using swear words. They would be like,
right,
if you want to get the F out of here, get an effing Uber and get the F out of here. We're
right.
sick of this shit. I mean, sorry,
No,
see, there I
no,
go cussing this.
it's fine.
It's like they got to the point where her husband would mock me. Like, yo, you handicapped, blah, blah, blah. You want to get out of here? Get the F out there, walk out of here. It's
Right,
like that. That's how they were treating me because, you know what I'm saying? And then one day, my sister called I was on the phone.
let's see. Okay, yeah, but whoops, he'll back. I know how this works here. Yeah, okay, oh, perfect.
Can you see me?
Yep, you're good. There you are.
Man, this is getting crazy. Anyways, yo, I meant to tell you earlier. So you were supposed to have what's his name on the show? I forget his name. I think he's Hispanic like me. What's his
Yeah,
name?
yeah, he's on, he was, gosh, what is his
Junior,
name?
Junior, right? Real nice
Yeah,
guy, real nice guy. He's funny, right? So
oh,
I'm
he's
like,
a,
you had, he's sick and not feeling well, right? So then
right.
you found the next Hispanic that you can get in the show.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's funny.
so
Yeah,
anyways, so so it was getting bad between my sister. I mean, between me, my sister, and her whole family. One day I
right,
was having um, she was arguing with me, right? She got my son on the phone. I said, "Yo, please don't call my son.
right.
Don't get my son involved because my son got to the point where he was going against me and ruining
Yeah,
our relationship. Because everything she would always call my son behind my back and telling him stuff, and he started getting to the point where he was just like, sick of me. Everybody was just the only one I had on my side was my son, and he was sick of me because he's like, "Yo, why are you over there bothering those people? They're helping you, right?" And he didn't see wrong. I
right.
would tell him stuff, and he wouldn't see nothing that was going on, right?
Absolutely.
And and then one day I told her, please hang up my son with my son. You're ruining our relationship. And she wouldn't hang up the phone, right? And
Right.
then I went up to her. Like I walked. Now, mind you, I couldn't walk like I did now. At that point, I was still like in a wheelchair
Yeah.
and be able to walk like a few steps with my cane, right? So I went up to her and I said, please hang up the phone. And she wouldn't. And then as I got closer to her, she started acting like I was gonna hit her. And I said, Luisa, why would you lie and say that I'm gonna hit you? I'm not even like touching you. Stop being
Right.
like this with me.
Right.
Yo, could you could you believe she went and she called the cops on me?
I
Okay.
remember.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. And guess what? She went out there before I can get out there to talk to the cops. She went out there and she went and now mind you, I didn't hear what she said, but this is what I think she said. She said, "Oh, he had." Well, I know she said to them, "He had a stroke. He's not right in his mind." Because when she uttered words, the cop looked back and kind of like nodded his head like, "Yeah," you know what I'm saying. So
Right.
after that, they didn't even want to listen to what I had to say. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And
Crazy.
so then she kept talking to them, and then they told me that I gotta get inside and relax. I said, listen, and then I started trying to explain to the cops what happened, and they didn't even want to hear me. And then before the cops came, they took all the drugs out their house and they put it in the backyard somewhere to hide it.
Ah,
So when the cop came, I said to the cop, listen, they have drugs in this house. If you don't
right.
believe me, go in there, check yourself. And they were like, we can't do that. No, no, they need a search warrant or whatever. So whatever, right? And I told them, before you guys got here, they hid the drugs. Okay.
Right.
So things got really bad when the cops said, if you want to go, you can go. And I said, where am I gonna go? I got nowhere to go. I can't
Right.
even walk like by that time I couldn't even walk like 20 like 20, 200 steps or nothing, you
I
know what I'm
understand.
saying?
Yeah.
So they went
Absolutely.
so yeah, so yo, and if I'm talking too much, please stop me, bro. You
No.
know how I get. Once you get
No,
me
keep
talking,
going.
it's okay. So next thing you know, the cops left, and then they started talking junk. Like, yo, like as soon as he left, he kept saying his favorite word was like, "You don't like being here? Get the f out of here, you effing handicap."
Right.
Okay, that's his favorite phrase. So I couldn't get out of it. So when I went into therapy a few days later, okay,
Right.
I went into therapy and I told them, I said, listen, I need help. I explained to them the situation that's going on in the house. And then I said, so pretty much I wasn't trying to report them because obviously the cop didn't help me, right? So
Not
I
at all.
was just trying to get advice from the therapist. And I said to the therapist, do you know what I can do so I can get into a nursing home, right?
Sure.
And as soon as I said that, you know what they did? They told me to hold on 1 second. They went out and they called the cops again. Okay. And then they called the ambulance at the therapist place. And I said, why did you do that? They're not going to help me.
Right.
I said, all I was doing was asking. And I said, I thought you guys were my friend because, they act friendly. And you know what they told me? They said, we don't have friends here. We're here to do our job, which, okay. So they reported me, right? Okay. So they took me to the hospital, right? Now,
Right.
mind you, in Florida, things are different than they are here. Okay.
Really.
And when I went to the hospital, I was kind of happy at first because I'm relieved for one, and then two, I thought they were gonna put me in a nursing home where I can get help and get away from my sister.
Right.
Well,
Right.
no. After 2 hours of being there, they told me that there's nothing they can do. That I'm fine. That I can go. I said I don't have nowhere to go.
Right.
I have
Right.
nowhere to go. They said, well, we can't do nothing. I said, I have literally nowhere to go. I explained to them. They said, so they said they can't do nothing. So I went outside and I waited, trying to figure out what I was gonna do. Now, mind you, I was there from like 3 o'clock in the afternoon to like 11 o'clock at night. Okay,
Yes.
now, mind
Absolutely.
you, yo, this is where you come in, Jerry. I called you. Remember that? I
Absolutely.
called you, and I didn't know what to do, so I called you, and I called my friend Lori.
Yep.
Okay,
Rock
and
and
then
roll.
yeah, between you and between my friend Lori and her daughter, you guys were trying to help me to find a place to go to. Like
Right.
I think we tried like no, like a shelter
Yes.
and and other places. Mind you, from 3 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night, I still didn't have no place to go. I didn't have my medicine.
Right. I
Now,
know.
mind you, at that time, now if I don't take my medicine, I'm not like freaking out, because I kind of understand. I know how my body's working. My blood pressure this morning, bro, was 107. That's too low for me. So,
Wow.
but back then, my blood pressure was so high, and not taking my medicine, that used to scare me. You know what I'm saying? Back then,
Yes.
I didn't know about strokes, so I thought if I didn't take my medicine at that point, I was gonna have another stroke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the hospital wouldn't give me blood pressure medicine. They wouldn't give it to me.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
and I
Wow.
didn't have my medicine. It was at home, right? Yo, there was a cop there. I asked the cop, could you help me? I have no place to go. I had a stroke a few months ago. I have no place to go. She said, hold on for a second. I'm gonna go inside and I'll come talk to you afterwards. She came out, bro. She got in a truck and left. Okay. So I
Wow.
had no help from the hospital. I had no help from the cops. Nobody.
Right.
Finally, yo, that night I know I drove you crazy, Jerry. I know, bro, because bro, I felt so bad, bro. I'm so sorry.
No, no, no. I wanted to do much more. I really did want to,
Oh no, that's fine, bro. Bro, you
yeah.
did enough, bro. You did enough,
Um,
man.
no, but I mean, now look at where you're at now. What a difference.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I ended up going to a hotel that night because my friend Lori and her daughter
Yeah.
helped me get into a hotel, right?
Yeah. I
Now,
remember that.
mind you, I get into a cab to go to the luckily I just got my income tax, all right? So I
Right.
had a few dollars to play with at the time. So next thing you know, I got into a cab, right? And on the way to the hospital, I mean to the
Hotel
hotel.
there? Yeah.
Yeah, guess what this cab driver tells me? Yeah, I can't make this stuff up, bro. To make matters worse, this dude tells me, yeah, what happened to you? Because he can see that. Now, mind you, by this time, I'm walking with a cane. Now, mind you, I shouldn't be walking a lot because um I can't hardly walk. So
I
when I
know.
went to the hospital with a cane, so I was tired, 11 o'clock, and I'm tired. He tells me, what's wrong with you, right? I said, I had a stroke. He said, a stroke? He told me, he said, people like you don't live long. Ain't that some craziness, bro?
Well, I know.
I
What
swear,
story?
yo, God is my witness. This dude told me people like you don't live long.
Uh, I mean, what else can go wrong? I mean, as far as the negativity out there.
Yo. Anyways, I got into the hotel. I was freaking out all night because, mind you, I'm at a different mindset now. Okay, back then
I know.
I thought I was gonna breathe too hard and freaking die. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So I was freaking out about everything. So I spent the night in the hotel, had nowhere to go. Called my sister so she can come get me and I said I'm sorry and all this. Nothing. Ignored me. Okay, like a dog. I
Right.
told her, can you at least bring me my medicine? I need my medicine. She ignored me all freaking night, right? The
Right.
next day she comes, she calls me, she says, I'm sorry. She started apologizing to me, telling me it'll never happen again, that they're gonna treat me good and all that stuff, right?
Right.
I said, okay, cool, everything's great. Screw that. I already knew I wanted to get the hell out of there, right?
Right.
But I play, a big smile on my face, happy to see them. Thank you. You're great. I forgive you and all that stuff. So I went back, right? I
Right.
spent, I think, a week there, bro. And
Yeah.
it got worse and worse. Okay. Your constant, like, abuse from these people. And
Right.
then it got to the point where even the schizophrenic husband and the guy that was on crack, they was constantly screaming at me. Like when they would get high, they would just start their stuff. Anyways, man, I'm rambling all over the place. I,
No.
from there, I got into a train, bro. Okay, I called a cab one day, left all my stuff, only grabbed a few pants with a little book bag. I got in a bus. Okay, I had my nephew bring me to this Greyhound bus, and then from there they took me, I think, to Tampa Bay, Florida, or
Right.
something like that. And I got on a train, and that's where what convinced me to get on that train and just go back home.
Right.
People in the stroke groups. I'm in
Yeah.
all these different stroke groups, and
Sure.
mind you, there was two people that were like, "Yo, you're the problem. Just you need to stop acting like that and get back in there and have respect for your sister." I mean, yo,
Uh,
people don't understand. The problem with some people is they take their situation, oh, they struggle with like depression and all that stuff, and I get it. But not every situation is the same. You know what I'm saying? You
oh
don't
yeah.
know my situation, so don't sit here and start thinking that you know. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Listen, I'm the nicest guy. These people here, they'll tell you. I'm always talking nice. Never had not one problem with them. I've been here 3 months.
Right.
Not one problem with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I wasn't the problem. My situation that I was in was the problem, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know. So I got into a bus and then the train. When the train, I was in there. I would talk. The people that kept me get through it was the people in the stroke groups, man. The whole 20 something hours. Mind you, I could barely even walk. I was in a wheelchair, and I went and I just got in the train and I went back to Pennsylvania. Now, mind you, I didn't know what I was going to. I had nowhere to go to. I just
Right.
took a leap of faith. I got
Yeah.
on that bus and then that train to go back in hopes that I can go to the hospital. All right, when I get
Yeah.
there, and that they will put me in a nursing home because I had nowhere to go. My son couldn't take me, okay, and
Right.
everybody else turned their backs at me from like the last video you saw, okay.
Right.
I had nobody. So what I do, I got in that train. It took me all the way to Philly, okay.
Right.
When- And then, I mean, bro, when I was in the hospital, now mind you, I didn't have insurance in Florida. because they
Right.
denied me. They
Right.
denied me any help. All they gave me was food stamps. That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
They wouldn't give me insurance. I just had a stroke. They wouldn't give me. So I dropped. And the funny part about it is I dropped my insurance in Pennsylvania because they told me to drop my insurance in Pennsylvania. So then in Florida, they can help me out, right?
Right.
Well, when I dropped it in Pennsylvania and I went to Florida, they denied me. Ain't that something?
Wow. Wow.
Now,
Crazy.
am I good? Am I
Oh,
talking too much?
no, no, you are you are
Okay.
amazing. I mean, I'm just like, so I'm looking at some of the comments since you can't see them. Stephen Albright saying the general public are clueless, and Gail Fog, she's saying we are your family. Um, there's so many more. You'd probably go back and see them.
Yeah, I can go back and see him.
Yeah.
And yo, just so you know, and I promise the story it gets better. So I don't, I know it sounds kind of crazy right now, but trust me, it gets better. So it has a happy ending. You know what I'm saying?
I think the true
So
story. I mean, this is
yeah.
every
So
story's different. So
exactly, and it's like, yo, I'm telling you, I can write a book on
yeah,
this. It's crazy.
you
So
should.
exactly. So I freaking I'm in the train, and since they denied me insurance, I didn't know what was gonna. So I got on the phone while I was in the train,
Right.
and I called Pennsylvania, explained to them the situation. Do you know by the time I got back to Penn, and this ain't no lie, I promise you, it's not a lie. By the time I got to Pennsylvania, I already had food stamps and I already had insurance. Ain't that something?
Wow, that's
I had
crazy.
it. I had insurance and I had food stamps. Now they told me I can use my old um food stamp card, so I already had my old one, right?
Oh, perfect.
And,
Yeah.
and then it took a few days to get the insurance, but I got it
Right.
before I left. I'm telling you, before I left, before I got off the train, I already had it, right? So when I get to Philadelphia, after a few days of sitting, that train was packed. Oh my God. It was packed and you had to wear the mask. I couldn't breathe. It was crazy.
Right.
So, and then mind you, I had to use the bathroom so bad, but
Yeah.
because let me tell you, one thing about me is I don't like to bother people, right? That's why
Right.
these people here love me because I don't bother them. And the thing in
You,
the train, I
yeah.
didn't want to bother the guy next to me, make him get out of my way so I can use and then had to call somebody to help me go to a bathroom because I couldn't walk by myself.
Right.
So
Right.
I held it till the whole two whatever days it was. I held it, bro. I couldn't believe, bro. But
Yeah.
sorry, but
No,
yeah,
that's
that's the side
crazy.
note, bro. That's the side note.
That's
So,
all right.
anyways, I got to Philly, right? As soon
Right.
as I got to Philly, I I couldn't catch the bus. I missed the bus that was gonna take me to Allentown. Well, you
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
So I ended up having to catch an Uber. Okay, the Uber cost me $108. Okay,
Wow.
but that's all right. Like I said, I had my income tax,
Sure.
so I grabbed the Uber and I went all the way to Allentown, Pennsylvania. When I got there, I made the Uber take me right to the hospital, bro.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
mind you, that Uber ride was I was so scared at the Uber
Yeah.
driver. I was like anxious because I might be turned away just like I was in Florida. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm
Absolutely.
gonna freaking get turned away. I got nowhere to go. What I'm gonna do? Just it's crazy. It's crazy. I wish
Yeah.
I could see you, man. I wish I could see you
I
because it's
know. Me
crazy.
too. I can.
Yeah, but so when I got to the hospital, bro, let me tell you, I sat there, bro, and this is embarrassing, but I held my
It's
screw
okay.
it. Things happened. When I got to the hospital, I peed on myself. That's how long I held it in.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing
I,
you did.
yeah, I couldn't hold it anymore. So I
Yeah.
was there. Now, mind you, I hadn't eaten in 2 days.
Wow.
No, I hadn't eaten. I hadn't bathed. I haven't used the bathroom. Nothing. I got when I was in in the hospital, bro. I was a mess. Mind
Yeah.
you, I was already lost so much weight. I think by that point I already was at like 80 pounds lost or
Were you? Oh, I
70,
didn't
80
know
pounds,
that.
right?
Wow.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was that much. You lost that much.
Yeah, I think I would have to go back to your last video to see how much exactly, because I think I might have mentioned it there. I know right now I'm going from 95 pounds lost to 100. I go back and forth. I'm
Wow.
fighting at I'm fighting at 80 pounds right now. 180 pounds.
Wow. And think about it when you before your stroke as a truck driver, what did you weigh then? I mean, so you really changed.
278 pounds that way. 278.
Yeah, yeah. You've come a
Yeah.
long
So
way.
now the other day I weighed myself. I was 183. 183.
Wow.
And then I go down and then I go up, like, but I've been staying between 180, 185. I've been staying, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Wow.
I feel better, bro. I feel better
Yeah.
about that,
It certainly shows.
Yeah. So check this out. So I um I got to the hospital, peed on myself like a crazy madman. I was they saw me. They were like, they got me into the emergency room quick. They didn't
Right.
even waste time, bro. They saw how bad shape I was in. And when I got in there, bro, they got me some crackers, bro. And then
Oh,
they had me crackers and like something else, right? And
right.
now, mind you, look how messed up I was. I was scared to eat the crackers because they have salt on them.
Yeah. Oh, I can
That's the
imagine.
whole Yo, I was scared to just have a little salt. That's how crazy it's not crazy, crazy, but that's how crazy things were and how
Sure.
scared I was of dying.
Right.
Because I thought if I was have a little salt, I would die from a
Wow.
stroke, another stroke, because my high blood pressure, right?
Right.
Mine- Because these doctors, they scare you sometimes,
Oh,
Oh, they made it seem like if I was to have salt again, if I was to eat anything unhealthy, I was done. So I
wow.
listened. I didn't eat nothing. So yo, at that part, I will say that part I was talking to my sister about because I was driving them crazy because I didn't want to have anything with salt
Right.
because
Right.
that's what the doctors told me.
Right. You,
Yeah,
you, you trust them, right?
huh?
You trust them. We trust the doctors.
Exactly. So I wouldn't touch soy. I didn't want to even look at it, bro. I wouldn't touch sugar. Okay,
That's
now to be honest with you, I don't even like sugar now. Because I
yeah.
guess from not eating it for like 6, 7 months, it just tastes nasty now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So I don't
Oh,
really like eating sugar. You know what I'm saying? I just
yeah.
take that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I take those yellow packets. I forget what the name is. You know?
Yeah. What a difference. So now, I mean, so you got to the hospital in Pennsylvania, and then what?
Yeah. So
Like,
I got to the hospital. Yo, they had to put IV on me. Okay.
right. I
'Cause
can.
it's,
Yeah.
I don't know what word they use, but it's like my nourish. I hadn't eaten, so they had to give me um um IV
Right.
just to get me back because my pressure got too low. They
Right.
when I was in the hospital, I think they put me on IV 3 times, might be two
Wow.
or three, because my blood pressure was so low, bro. Right now,
Right.
mind you, they took me off all blood pressure medicine, all of it.
Right. Right.
I, all like the whole week, I didn't have no blood pressure medicine. I was just taking the cholesterol medicine.
Wow.
About a lot of you know
Yep.
about blood pressure. I mean, cholesterol pill.
Sure.
I,
Yep.
I've taken 80 milligrams, which, to be honest with you, it's been about a year. I think they need to lower the milligrams, but that's another story, right?
Yeah.
So,
At least you're getting meds there.
so as soon as a half hour after, um, I was in the hospital, I was in the room and everything. You know what he said? He
What?
said, "You need a place to stay." I said, "I don't have nowhere to go." He said, "Don't worry, we got you."
Oh,
Boy, they told me run away. I didn't even have to ask. Damn,
don't you love?
I'm sorry, I get a little too, you know, but
That's
they
exciting,
told
though.
me
I mean, wow.
I didn't even have to ask. They said, "We're gonna find you a place to go to. Don't worry, you good."
Wow.
Bro, I was good.
Yeah.
Finally, I could breathe. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's how you're at right now.
I was in a hospital for a week and a half. Okay.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
just chilling. That's where I know some of you guys remember the infamous. I don't know, maybe y'all do, maybe y'all don't. The infamous yellow socks. I
Yeah.
made a video. If you look back,
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think I might have put it in all the group pages, but I had these yellow socks on, right, in
Yeah,
this
the
video,
non-stick or the
and
stick one.
everybody kept joking about the yellow socks because I'm like, yo, I'm embarrassed to have them on, you know. So yeah, the infamous yellow socks, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah, I know. I
a
love.
week,
I did a video with me tying my shoe with one hand, and I had a
yeah,
little socks on.
yo, I remember asking you about them socks in that video. Yeah, yeah, but so
Yeah,
a week and a half, and then I went to here. I've been here. Now, when I got here, I'm like, cool. I'm happy, right? I'm gonna get some good therapy here, right?
yeah,
And everything was great. La la la. Everything's great, right?
right.
Yo, therapy here, terrible, terrible. The idea of therapy here is put on a weight around your
Yeah,
leg and
yep,
sit you in the corner and joke around. Everybody jokes around. Hey, everybody happy, right?
right.
Meantime, I'm here wasting time when I need to get better, you know. And mind you, it's not really so much them. They're good people, right?
Yeah,
It's they're not trained to take care of somebody with a stroke.
yeah. So you're
Simple as
doing it
that.
yourself. You're doing it yourself.
Yep. So I was doing what I can on my own. Finally, they dropped me. They dropped me. They said I was only able to get a few visits or whatever. That
Right,
stopped, and then I fought for it and got some more visits. I was able to get more visits. Right. I
right.
got more visits. It's been nothing but a waste of time. And then finally, the other day, my job finally cut me off as far as giving
They
me
did.
insurance, and that's okay because you know why? I didn't have insurance when I had my stroke, so they were nice enough to give me, put me under insurance. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I remember that. Your
So,
company that you work for. Yeah.
so I didn't. I'm cool. Like I'm not really blaming them. Now, mind you, I said, do I still have my job when I get better? They said, yeah. Whenever you get better, you can come back. So I'm
Great
still
company.
good in that. I still got my job, right?
Right.
But now with therapy, my insurance got dropped. Now the state insurance kicks in because I had that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I got insurance through the state, and now I'm able to get a AFO even though I'm not gonna use it.
Oh.
I'm only gonna use an AFO when I go out somewhere far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's say I'm
I'm glad
going
you.
to
Yeah.
to Walmart or something.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I know some of y'all see me. I walk without one for the
I
last
know.
few months. So, but I gotta be careful. I'll admit it because there's times where I'm like, but I've developed some good um balance. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Because
Oh, you're doing
sometimes,
great. You're doing
yeah.
wonderful. And that's pretty much the same thing. When I go outside, I make sure I have the AFO because we're unstable. You
Now,
know.
mind you, a lot of people, I guess, because I posted a post about AFO. Should I get it? Should I not? A lot
Right.
of people are like, you should. And I told them that I haven't been using. They're like, you crazy, whatever. But what they don't realize is the reason why I wear an AFO is
Right.
because I have drop foot. I don't
Yep.
have my ankle's not bad. Like my ankle doesn't go to the side like some people.
Right.
And my knee doesn't
Wow.
extend it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm good. That's why I wear it. Some people I guess thought that I was trying to walk without one, walk without one with a hyperextended knee or with my ankle messed up, but that's not the case for me. You know what I'm saying? Thank God,
Right.
right?
Yes. Good. Good for you. I mean, from the first time I met you and all that stuff about in Florida with the sisters and you and I video chatted during some crazy stuff going on, and to now, uh, I mean, this is how things ended up for you now is really you should be proud of what you went through.
Yo,
I
and you
mean,
know what's
wow,
crazy? What's crazy is that I was so close. There were some people on the struggle. They're like I told you before. They're
right,
like, bro, stay with your sister. You, you have emotional issues and all that. And I'm the problem. They're not, right? If I
right,
would have listened to that, bro, I would have been in trouble. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I know, I know. I'm glad you did because
Now,
that was a
mind you,
crazy, that was a crazy situation.
I know I got issues. I know I got issues, right? We all do, right?
Yeah,
But my issues have never been violence, and it's
Right.
never been um that I'm aggressive. My
Right.
issue is that I had a stroke. My issues is that I went to work one morning and lost everything in a matter
Yeah.
of hours, right? That's my issue.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
I think anybody would have issues after losing everything, right?
Yes.
And my
Exactly.
son, yeah, I don't know if you noticed my son, Jerry. This
Yes.
boy went from being a skinny thing,
Yes.
okay, a skinny boy
Yes.
in the army when he first got there to like this. So between the time I had my stroke tonight, this boy blew up. He's like freaking big, bro. And I
I
said,
know. I
"Yo,
saw the
Junior."
picture. I saw the
Yeah, I'm like,
picture that
"Junior,
you
what
posted.
happened?" He
Yeah.
said he took all that, everything that was going on, and he put it in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
proud of that boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
You
proud of
should
him.
be. Yeah. How's he doing now?
Oh, he's good, bro. And that's what that brings me to my next point. The main reason why I left Florida, besides all the crazy people over there, was I wanted to fix my relationship with my son before
Sure.
um he left to get deployed, right?
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
my sister ruined my relationship with my son. If you saw the things that my son told me when I was in Florida, it would break your heart, man. This
Yeah.
kid, like, I was hurting, bro. My relationship with my son has gotten so much better.
Of
Okay,
course. Yeah.
now me and my son are doing competition on the iPhone.
Okay. Let's see. I think. Oh, okay. He popped out there. Um, and a parallel. It is usually 50 minutes to an hour.
Yo, I'm
There
back.
you
I'm back.
go. Oh, yeah. I saw you there. That is great. Um, wow. So now your relationship with him is
Yes,
100% different.
yes. Sorry, man. I kind of got cut off there for a second, but yeah, our relationship is good, right? Um, and we like doing step counter. We're counting our steps. We have a competition, right?
Oh, nice.
Yo, I spanked that boy the other day. Yo, no lie, I had 1,800 1,800 steps. This
Wow.
boy, this
Wow.
boy had 13. He had 1,300. Okay, he had
Right.
13,000 steps. I had 18,000 steps. And he said, "Damn, Pa, you couldn't walk just a few months ago. Now you're spanking me." I'm like, "Bro, watch yourself, boy. I'm coming." You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's good. I mean, I'm glad your relationship is good because I know how important he is to you.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's
know.
my baby.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's see. There's so many good comments here. God bless you, Juan. You are a true inspiration. Um, this is great. I mean, I can't wait till you see the comments up there. There's
Yeah, I wish I could, man.
yeah, yeah, but you will. So
Yeah,
now that you're he's deployed, you're at the nursing home there, and you're doing so much. I mean, to me, 100% better from the time I met
yeah,
you, and but wow. So now, see, you'd be the perfect person to say, or tell people when you have a stroke or some kind of brain injury, what would you tell somebody that's in, this a stroke is not for the weak. So what would you tell someone that's going through it, a time now that's not so
well,
fun?
well, I can tell you what I would tell a person. The reason why I can tell you is because I just told a person the other day. I'm sure some of y'all saw this stroke. I mean, this post the other day. Some lady posted and she said, "I just had a stroke a few days ago, and I'm in the hospital and I'm scared to death."
Wow,
So what I would tell a person like that is like, it's gonna get better. I promise you. I
absolutely,
promise you it will get better. Yo, when I first had my stroke, I felt like I was trapped in my own body. It was the
yeah,
weird feeling.
it
Like I
is,
couldn't move. And I felt trapped in my own body, man. And it just takes time,
yes,
right? Time.
exactly,
Now, mind you, sometimes I need to preach to myself because some of y'all see my videos, man. It can get pretty crazy, right?
right?
But at the end of the day, I get up and I keep it moving forward, right? So one is be patient, it'll get better, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And that's what I'm doing. Sometimes I lose my way, but y'all help me get back on it and keep going. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep. I know what you're saying. Good for
Yeah,
you. Wow.
yeah,
It's just absolutely crazy. I'm so glad that we did this to show up, to show what you've gone through and where you're at now. Unbelievable.
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm
Things
so
are better,
happy.
bro. Yeah,
You
I'm
really,
happy, bro. Now I'm just working on being able to walk like straight without like limping,
yeah,
and I'm
I
trying to
know.
walk and then like you know what I still got? The one thing that I can't get over is the fog, the brain fog and the
Yeah,
fatigue. It's
yeah,
yo, it is strong. But I will say this, okay? It's the weirdest feeling. I would go, I would get up in the morning, go to the bathroom and brush my teeth, and then I
right,
was done for the day. I had no energy for nothing else.
right,
Okay.
right,
Now I've done 18,000 steps the other day outside. Took all day, but I did it.
right,
And and I had the strength for that, but I still got fatigue and everything. So it's weird because the fatigue is still there, but I can do more. I
right.
don't know. It's the weirdest thing.
No good. What a difference. I know that. Brush your teeth has been in that was in the beginning, and you're just completely fatigued, and now you're pushing yourself more than ever. And I
Yep.
like, like your videos when you're making them. You because when I do make my videos, and I look what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, and that's yours are so inspiring when I see them. I mean, really,
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, if anybody doesn't see them. Um, Check out Juan's page or you actually posted in my Strive for Greatness, and I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I started a YouTube page. It's called Post Life. Post Life,
Oh, yeah,
and and I got a couple of videos in there. I haven't posted a lot, but every time I feel like I got something to say, I put it in there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
Post life. Whoops.
Post Life,
Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
and
Okay. Post life. I'm going to put it on the screen here. POST.
I mean the other day, for some I don't know if it takes a while for it to show up on the algorithm, the rhythm or whatever.
Right.
Because the other day I couldn't find it, but yeah, I do have a few videos on there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm going to go check those out. I can't put. Wow. So you
Yeah,
do upload. Okay.
but
Good.
everything's good, man. Just keep working hard, y'all. Let's keep working hard. Stay encouraged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. I do. This has been. I'm so happy that you did this. I'm glad to hear the update. I mean, this is great.
Thank you,
Any
thank
other
you.
last words, Juan?
Yeah,
Any other? What do you want to say?
I just I just love you guys. I thank you guys for. I know a lot of you guys that are there now. I'm sure I know a lot of you guys. I've talked to a lot of y'all. I love you guys, and let's keep working hard, man. Yo, sometimes people say stuff to us and it brings us down. Like the
Right.
other day, um, somebody reminded me about something bad, and but yo, get go through with that little um point where you're feeling bad, but then wipe yourself up, get up and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Keep
Absolutely.
going. There are
Yeah.
good things happening to people, like us. We're getting better. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yo, last thing I want to say, my blood pressure has been perfect, bro.
Nice.
Perfect. I went from 4 pills. I gotta make sure I'm putting 4 fingers on it. Yeah, I went from 4 pills down to one, and then
Wow.
that one pill that I'm taking is still too much. So they gotta lower the milligrams on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
So so get healthy, people. That's the main key is get healthy.
Yeah.
Stay healthy and we'll get better, man. You know?
Absolutely. Uh,
That's it.
that's absolutely. I'm so happy that you did this. You're so inspiring, and there's I'm just okay. I just have to read this one from Rochelle. She's saying, a lovely interview. You can feel his enjoyment for life. Keep fighting, my friend. Yah bless you. And then Gail saying, love you, brother. So
Cool,
there's all
cool. Love
for
you
you. Even
guys.
that. Holy smoke. So, which I appreciate it again, Juan. Thank you so much for jumping on. This has been fun.
Yeah,
Love
we
you,
made it
brother.
through, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't think we were gonna make it to the end, but we made it.
yeah, we did. So have a great day, Juan, and
Hey, you too.
I will keep posting those videos. I want to see them inspiring everybody and myself. So thank you. We'll see
Thank you
you
guys.
again.
Love you
All right,
guys.
we'll talk.